Hey, hey, come here. Let me ask you a question. Do you follow the laws? Okay. Do you follow the laws? There are a lot of laws out there put in place. You might not agree with all of them, but do you follow them? Cause I'm just asking the question. Do you follow the laws? Because you have to follow the laws. Okay? If you don't follow the laws, you putting yourself up to possibly be arrested and, spend time with your freedom taken away from you. Do you follow the laws? I don't really need an answer. I'm just, you need to answer this for yourself. Do you follow the laws? Thank you for joining me right now. My name is Derrick J. This is Derrick J Reacts, and we are prepared to have some fun. Okay? This is our live stream, and this is my favorite time of the week. I don't know about you, but Saturday night live streams is where it's at. It's why, excuse me. It's, why we woke up on Saturday. We could have been in the bed all day, but no. We we woke up because we know we have business to take care of. We have excitement to have, fun to have, and excitement to enjoy. I don't know. We ready for a good time. Not like that. But you know what I'm saying. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to play the game show that we always play. I need a name for this game show. So if y'all have any ideas on a name for this game show, let me know in the live chat right now or in the comment section below. Let me know a name for this this game show. But what I'm going to do right now, if this is your first time here, I am going to put a picture of a woman on the screen right now. Okay? And you have to guess what crime she committed. Well, today's guess is going to be a little different. I'm going to tell you what crime she committed, and then I want to ask you something else. But usually, the person's going to get arrested. But usually, I ask you what crime did she commit, just by looking at her face. Like, what crime do you think this woman committed? And I'm going to give you three options. So I'm not going to just, needle in a haystack you. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you three options. And out of those three options, you pick which one that you think fits this woman. But name that crime. Yeah, name that crime. But sometimes you're not naming the crime. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, in this instance, you're not naming the crime. What's that? Mika or Micah? Micah Chan. Appreciate you being in here. What else? I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you are made it. I'm glad you made it. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, but name the crime. That's an idea I thought of, but you're not always naming the crime. Like in today's instance, you know what crime she committed. Okay? Misuse of 911 is her crime. Okay? Misuse of 911 is her crime. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put her picture on the screen right now. Misuse of 911 is her crime. So, my question to you is, what was she calling the police to complain about? What was she calling the police to complain about? And you don't have any other options or any other clues besides the expression on her face. But she was arrested for misuse of 911. But what? Oh, shoot. I didn't set this up. Give me 1 second. I did not set this up. I can't put it on the screen yet because I didn't set it up. Give me 1 second. Where is it at? Okay. I'm going black for a second. I'm sorry. Okay. Um, did she call the 911 to complain about a phone bill? Did she call to complain about her neighbor's garbage? Or did she call to complain about a lemonade stand? All right? She misused 911. She called 911 to complain about something. What did she complain about? A phone bill, B, neighbor's garbage, or C, lemonade stand? Which which one of those choices did she call to complain about? And my chat up here froze. I can see that y'all answered, but okay. Okay. Drew, appreciate you being here, Drew. Drew says lemonade stand. Audrey, lemonade stand. Sunny Days, lemonade stand. AJ, lemonade stand. Jim, lemonade stand. Lemonade stand. Y'all. Y'all took one look at this lady and called her a Karen. That's crazy. This happens in my town all the time. Oh man. Lemonade stand. I'm going against the crowd and say B. What was B? What was B? I don't know what B was. Oh, B was neighbor's garbage. Okay. Like what is okay. Um let's see. Linda says lemonade stand. Jessica Steven says what was A? Phone bill. Neighbor's garbage says Deb H. Lemonade was P then. It's 911, was your emergency? Yes, I bought some lemonade from my neighbor's kid. He has a stand out there. It don't taste like lemonade. What does it taste like, ma'am? It don't taste like lemonade. It's got a it's got a strong scent to it and a bad aftertaste. She's got a puker face. Oh my God. What is your guess? What is your guess? Yeah, I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna create some like theme music too, but it's got to be like uncopywritten theme music. So, but yeah, what is your guess? Yeah, that's it. Might fit. It might fit. It might fit. I might come up with something else off of that, but yeah, urinate. Oh man. Um, it would be called urinate stand. There's a urinate stand. Um, they didn't put any ice in my urinate, so I called 911. Tastes better with ice. They sold her lemonade and it was water. Oh man. But okay. We are going to get into this and find out exactly why this woman called the police. And I'm going to tell y'all up front. First of all, let's check out this video and see exactly what she was complaining about. But as we get into it, I'm going to tell all y'all up front. Most of y'all were wrong.
On June 23, 2023, officers responded to a 911 call from a woman complaining about her phone bill.
Complaining about her phone bill. So if you marked A, which I think it was just one person, maybe two, you were right. I knew lemonade stand would get y'all. Y'all just assume people carrying all automatically. Like everybody. Everybody ain't a Karen. You know what I mean? So let's go.
And if you can't confirm it with him, fine. Don't say something.
You're still on the phone?
Don't sit there and say you don't know what the I'm talking about when you haven't
Yes,
even
we are.
asked him.
She can hang up. We're 10-12.
10-4.
Hi. Okay.
You guys are back.
Yeah, we're back.
It's pretty much the same thing.
12:08.
I don't know what you guys are expecting differently, but like, literally, when a corporate office does a crime, you guys don't give a. You guys only care when it's someone like me in a little residential house. Yet I'm telling you.
Alright.
And
now it's my turn to talk.
I'm telling you that I know for a fact that other place in St. Lucie West is using fake social security numbers. And
I'm
you don't
telling
even
you,
care.
stop calling us about this AT&T stuff.
I'm not calling you, I'm calling AT&T.
You were just on the phone with dispatch. Stop calling 911.
Do you want to see the fact that I'm calling AT&T? They're who I'm on the phone with?
You were just on the phone with their dispatch, okay?
I was on the phone with AT&T, and they said they'd call you guys.
I'm giving you this chance. Stop calling dispatch. Stop calling 911 about AT&T, okay?
I'm not
This is
calling
not.
911.
You just were on the phone with dispatch.
I was on the phone with AT&T. You can see it.
Okay, if you call dispatch again, you are going to be placed under arrest for misuse of 911.
What happens if AT&T calls dispatch, not me?
Well, it's not you.
This is the problem with the like. What happens if it's not me?
Then it's not you. We can see you calling in.
Okay, then you can see it wasn't
You were
me
just on the phone. I'm not going to debate this. You call 911 again. You call 911 again. You're going to be placed under arrest.
Before you're yelling at someone.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. We believe you, okay? You called AT&T to complain about your bill. And then the AT&T customer service employee said, let me call 911 for you about the phone bill you're calling me to complain about. Does that make sense? Like if I sold you something, right? You paid me money, but I didn't give you what you bought. And then you called me to complain that you didn't get what you bought. And then I said, okay, let me get 911 on three-way for you. That don't make sense. Why would AT&T call 911 when you're calling them to complain? Maybe they was, wanted you to get a mental checkup or something. Maybe, but maybe they thought, hey, if you get her arrested, she'll stop calling us. Maybe that's what's it. It's always Florida. It is. Durwood, thank you for coming in. Danielle B showed up here as well. Girl Dad cooking up delicious. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate all y'all being in here. Hey, sometimes you can just, you know, sometimes you don't have to be there to smell something. You can just like, you can just see it, and you know, like you ever seen a video of somebody's bedroom or somebody's bathroom and it's dirty everywhere, and you just look at it like, I know that place stink. It's kind of the same concept, okay? All right, let's go.
What the hell I look like?
And find back.
I'm not calling 911.
Stop. No.
You said if I called 911.
No, stop.
You said if I called 911, I would be under arrest, but I'm not calling 911. I'm calling AT&T. How am I under arrest?
Let's use 911.
I didn't call 911.
You did though.
I didn't.
Don't turn around.
I didn't call 911.
Stop. Stop.
No. I didn't call 911.
You're slipping your hands out of the handcuffs. Stop.
That's your fault because you can't do it right. That's not my fault. I called 911. You said if I called AT&T, it would be a problem. And I didn't call AT&T, so what is the problem?
You're adding another charge.
What's the problem, sir? What is the
Stop.
problem?
Blakely, calm down. Just calm.
No, they said I
It's
would
okay.
be charged.
It's okay.
Shut
Stop.
up. They
Just
said
calm
I would
down.
be charged if I called AT&T.
Just relax and let them
911,
deal.
and I didn't.
Just
I
calm
called
down.
You need to stop
Let's
and
relax.
relax. You're
It's
adding
your
charges.
business.
Blakely,
Shit.
just stop.
It's not
Just stop.
me.
Just stop. Just stop. Don't add more charges. Stop. Just stop. Just, we'll deal with this. Just relax.
Let go.
When I watched this earlier, I was like, who is this man? And where were you when she was calling 911 for no reason? Why? Like, sometimes we know people, we gotta help them out. Okay? Where were you this whole time? Maybe you just got home. I don't know. But if you love somebody, all right, you care for them. You ain't gotta love them. If you care for them and you see them doing stupid stuff, stop them. Don't just let them keep doing stupid stuff. AT&T should cancel her account. AT&T gonna take your money. That's what I'm saying. They don't care what kind of person is giving it to them. Oh man. That's her meat market, man. He works for AT. They had to send somebody. Hey, you want some overtime? Yeah. See, this lady keep calling us. Okay, I'm gonna need you to go to her house and take her phone. Okay, I don't care how you do it. Okay, go take her phone. All right? She is no longer allowed to have her phone. Her phone is being confiscated. Go get it. All right? Yeah, let's go.
Stop. Just relax.
You said I would be charged if I called 911, and I didn't. So you're gonna be sued because you can see in my phone records I didn't call 911 ever again. So you're gonna be sued. I hope you want to lose your job.
1208 PSI.
1208.
1015. Adult female.
10 for 1015.
You really just like arrest people whenever you say don't call the cops and they don't, and then you still arrest them?
Your ID.
Like, how is that something that's cool? If I didn't call the cops, how am I arrested?
November X-ray Quebec Romeo 95 and XQ on 95. Review it. 300 block Butler.
Hi. So she called 911 3 times about her AT&T bill. We told her it's not a police matter initially.
It's supposed to be AT&T matter.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I just had to deal with AT&T today. Took me 2 seconds. I've arrested her before.
Oh, I bet. Because
When she's sober, she's the sweetest person in the world.
690, just.
yeah, she is.
690.
What's up? Exactly, I got it. Okay. Great day.
So she's
How am I being arrested for something I didn't do? You said I had to call the cops to be
did.
arrested.
You did.
I didn't.
Okay.
I called AT&T. You can look at it.
It's not up for debate. Man.
No, you said I would be arrested if I called the
bond out
cops.
today. I already told you.
So you're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
No, you said he said I would be arrested if I called the cops again, and I didn't call them again. I didn't.
So she's gonna pat you down. Do you have anything on you?
I know, but I didn't do any. I'm not getting out.
She was charged with misuse of 911 and resisting without
I
violence.
didn't do anything. Go back up.
Nope.
Now, just because you deleted the call log to 911 out of your phone doesn't mean you didn't actually call 911. All right? Just to let you know that, okay, they not you can't call me. Your name comes up on my caller ID, and then I look through your phone and there's nothing in your phone that says you called me. In no way am I going to say something wrong with my phone. For some reason, it's telling me you're calling and you didn't. Are we like stupid? The thing says she was drunk, but I think she was drunk because the title on this says "Drunk Woman Keeps Calling 911 Over AT&T Bill." So, maybe that's why. Maybe she's so drunk, she got the number to AT&T and 911 mixed up. That can happen. That can happen. One has 3 numbers, the other has 10, but I can see how you can make that mistake. That's just, normal sober people make that mistake, you try to call customer service, AT&T, and you get the number mixed up with 911. I mean, it happens. It happens. It's it's plausible, right? I mean, she's a day. For some reason. Hey, man, the strange things people say to try to convince the police to get them out of handcuffs is ridiculous. One of the videos I recorded yesterday, y'all gonna see this lady. She tried everything in the world to get herself out of cuffs. It was she didn't want her dogs to get hurt. She's having a panic attack. It's so much other things. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was crazy. She's kind of adorable. Yeah, I mean, if you put that, you put the word kinda in there, so I'm gonna agree with you. I don't know how many, adorable drunk people But I guess you could be kinder, you know. Um, yeah, it's like just anything you have on your phone, anything, messages, uh, pictures, audio recordings, videos. All right, just because you hit delete, it does not disappear totally. Everything can be brought back up. So they can find whatever it is. And that's possible. That's possible. But can you transfer somebody to 911? Because it would have to be my local 911. You know, not where the AT&T customer service office is. Can you transfer me to 911 in my county or city? Is that possible? Or would you just tell me, you know, you need to hang up and call 911? I don't even know. I'm about to Google that because I am. You can go through deleted call logs. I kind of want to know now. I don't think they can. I don't think Google knows that. I don't even think Google knows that. But we're gonna say real quick, because if I wait till after the show is over to Google this, I'm gonna forget. Can my phone company transfer me to 911? Yes. Yes. Phone companies are legally required to transfer calls to 911. Oh, no, they're talking about just making calls. Okay. Because I was about to say, even if your phone is disconnected or has no service, the 911 system is designed to route calls to the nearest public safety answer point. Okay. That's not what my question is. Can my phone company customer service department transfer me to 911? No, phone company customer service departments typically do not transfer calls to 911. They are designed to handle customer inquiries and service issues, not emergency dispatch. To contact 911, you should directly dial 911 from your phone. Okay, so that, you know, took care of that for me. Cause I was gonna be thinking about that. What is the thing at? Okay. But that's not the one I want. Okay. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, today's show is all about the laws. So we just found or saw a woman who didn't follow the law. Misuse of 911 or calling 911 for a non-emergency is a crime. And she didn't, wait a minute. She committed that crime. She didn't commit the crime. She committed that crime. It's a switchboard operator. Man, that's taking it back. That is taking it back. to figure out where you live. It just, man, it's I used to work at a customer service / call center place, and that's one of the reasons I got fired for hanging up on people. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Well, I did talk about that. I think in a live stream. Canada Foods called 911 and complained when an emergency broadcast goes out. Oh man. Chris, we're going to do call-ins tonight. We're gonna have a call-in segment probably tonight. So we'll see once we get to the end of that. But yeah, we'll see. So it's that time. We're just gonna get right to it. We're a lot of minutes early, 15 minutes early, but we are just going to go ahead and get to the main segment or the main video of tonight's show. This woman, excuse my phone. This woman has no license, but for some reason, I guess we're gonna find out. She decided to drive a car anyway. So, a lot of people have reasons why they want to do that and break the law, because that is a law she broke. Okay, driving without a license is against the law. It is. And she didn't follow that law. So when the police caught up to her, it was problems. No, they know I'm working right now, Jeff. She know I'm working. The main event doesn't involve a ping pong ball. No, I don't think so. Even though I did win $15 in the lottery yesterday. I don't know why I said that, but I ain't gonna do nothing but buy more lottery tickets. Crazy. But we're about to find out everything that's going on with this lady, and see if we can figure out exactly why she decided to drive without a license. I have a guess what type of person she is, but I don't want to make any assumptions at all. So let's check out this video and let's see what happened when the police showed up.
I don't want to leave my daughter by herself.
Ma'am, you should have given me your info. Now it's out of your hands. Okay?
Because this is harassment.
How is this harassment? We
This
have
is
no idea who
complete
you are. Do you
harassment.
understand what harassment
Just like I
is?
don't know who you are either.
That's my
But I
point.
have rights.
On June 1st, 2024, police conducted a traffic stop on a woman after she committed a simple traffic infraction, but her bad attitude made everything 10 times worse.
Hello. How you doing? Can you lower the window for my partner? Who's my partner? Can you lower the window for him?
Why?
Because I'm asking you to lower the window so you can see what's going on inside.
Why?
Because I'm asking you to. Can you lower the window? If not, he's going to open the door because he can't see inside.
No, he cannot open
Okay,
my
all right,
door.
step out the car real quick. Come on, come out the car.
Why would you
Come on.
be asking me to step out the car?
Step
What's
out.
the problem?
Step out. Come on, get out the car.
No, you do not.
Get out the
That's
car,
against the
ma'am.
law. That's
Get
not-
out the
you
car or
cannot
I'm going to
do
take out the car.
that.
Get out the car
What
or I'm
is
going to
the
pull you out the car.
problem?
Get out the car or pull out the car. Easy as that. You're making this difficult. Let's go. Thank you.
Just be. It's okay, baby. Just chill.
Come over.
Come, baby. Come.
Come over. Listen, the reason why we're stopping you is because you failed to come to a complete stop over there on 3rd and Douglas.
Are you serious?
Yes, all 4 tires need to come to a complete stop. Okay?
Right.
You have a driver's license?
Yes, I.
That's why I tell y'all, man, some police officers will pull you over for the littlest, simplest thing. The littlest, simplest thing. Because I know from experience that I've been pulled over a couple of times for BS. Coming to a complete stop. Usually, most people don't do that. When they come to a stop sign and it's already clear, they don't come to a complete stop and we just take off. Everybody does that. But most police officers will see that and just let it go. But then there are some who will see that and I guess bored and they or they want to find a reason to pull you over and they will use that as a reason. So what I do now, because I've been pulled over for quote unquote not stopping at a stop sign, rolling stop is what they call it. I wait till my car comes to a complete stop. And then I count 1, 2, 3. Then I take off. Because I don't want this. I don't want the police to pull me over for some mess. And most of the time, yeah, they going to pull me over. Hey, run my license, then come back and say, I'm just going to give you a warning on that. Have a nice day. But I don't want that. I don't want to be stopped at all for no reason. So I do all I can to avoid it. All I can. But let's go.
You want to give my partner your information?
Ma'am, you stay here.
We can get it for you.
He said, give
No,
me
he said, do you want to give my partner
He can't go in my
information?
car.
Ma'am. Hello.
Like, that's ridiculous. What the hell is the problem?
Let's go back up.
I get what you're saying, but come on now.
He's
you know
not
this
in
is
the car.
This is
We
ridiculous.
can stand. Listen, we can stand here and look inside of the car. Anything we see there is plain view. Plain view doctrine. You can look it up. We came to.
So does the doors
a
have to be
bath
open
stop.
then? If you could just look in the car, you can see it through the windows and go through the corner of the door.
Go close my car door.
You can stay there.
Yo, ma'am, relax.
What are
Just
you
stay
doing?
right here.
Like, come on, man.
Listen, stay here. You guys are doing way too much. We're not.
We're doing way too much. You pulled me over for practically no reason. I
They pulled
stopped
you
at the
over
stop
for the dark
sign.
tent, and they pulled you over for the stop sign. Okay?
Okay.
The reason, if you want to stand right here, I'll explain everything to you. But as of right now, you guys are making this very difficult. All right? Can you get off your phone and listen to me?
I'm gonna record for my safety.
Yeah, you feel free. Feel free to record.
Okay.
All right. So, he's asking that you roll the windows down because we have no idea who's in the car. We have no idea what dangers are inside of the car. So it's for officer safety reasons, okay? That's why he asked you to do that. If you say, no, I don't want to, then the partner can open the door to ensure that everything is safe.
You're not. That's against my rights. I know you can't do that.
Okay, ma'am. What's your name?
Am I under arrest?
You can be.
It's a traffic stop.
Am I under arrest?
You want to identify yourself?
Am I under arrest?
It's a traffic stop, so therefore you have to identify
What are you
yourself. If you
stopping me
don't, you
for?
will
What
be
did I
under
do?
arrest. Your dark
Is
tent?
that against the law?
Yes, ma'am.
My dark
Florida
tents are
state
against the law.
statute. It's a traffic law. Yes,
And
ma'am.
they're not even that dark.
Okay. Can you get the tent meter? And then you also ran the stop sign. All right? We're really not trying to make this a big deal. We really aren't. You took it there. You escalated it. Now we're still trying to de-escalate it. I'm asking you for your info so that we can go about the
But I
traffic.
don't choose to identify myself.
Okay. Then I'm going to have to place you under arrest in front of your daughter, and I don't want to have to do that.
For what?
And then
What's
we're
the
going to have to
charges?
notify
Dark tents?
for fail to
That's
identify.
not a
You're
reason
obstructing our
to
investigation.
arrest anybody.
You're obstructing our investigation. Let's not do
What
this in front of...
investigation? What am I under
It's a traffic
investigation
stop,
for?
man.
But what did I do wrong? You have to have an
You just
actual
ran a stop
emergency
sign.
or
Why don't we think, man, about our children? Why do we not care? Based on the title, we know why she doesn't want to give her name. Because she doesn't have a license to give them. So based on the title, we know that. But why don't we think about our kids, man? Why don't we realize this is trauma to our young children going through this, after seeing you get arrested? You know, there's a lot of times when you are driving without a license with a kid, out of respect for the kid and make it easier on the kid, the police will use their discretion and not arrest you. Yeah, you will get a ticket for driving without, but arresting you and getting a ticket is a different thing when it comes to, you know, what your child is seeing and how they could be traumatized by seeing it. It's very rare that a child gets traumatized by their parent getting a ticket. I say all the time, yes, you're committing a crime. You know you're committing a crime. When they catch you, they catch you. It's over. Just go to jail for that crime only. Not nothing else. One crime at a time. Okay? Never commit multiple crimes at the same time. Don't commit one. But if you find yourself committing one, stick to that one. All right? Don't do no more. If I didn't have my license, I don't think I'd be arguing at all. It's officers, like I said, officers have discretion. Some things they have no choice. You know, if they see you commit a crime, they kind of have to, you know, like if you assault somebody in front of them, they kind of have to arrest you. Like they can't look away on that. But a lot of times they have discretion with everything. So if you give them a hard time, their discretion is going to take you to jail. Simple as that. It's another video y'all going to see tomorrow where the lady was caught driving without a license. And she had her kid in the car just like this. But the officer was very workable with her. I'm not trying to get the video away. I want y'all to watch it. But what she did let you know that because the lady was compliant and was okay and was not argumentative, she, you know, did what she could do for her to make the whole process easier on her. And, you know, we got to understand that there's a possibility that this officer is not going to take me to jail for this. Okay? I know somebody who got pulled over. This was years ago. And in the car, the officer saw a container full of marijuana in his car. When this happened, marijuana was not legal anywhere. All right? He could have easily told him to get out the car. You're under arrest for possession of marijuana. He didn't. He used his discretion and he just confiscated the marijuana. What the officer did with the marijuana after that, we'll never know. Okay? But he could have took him to jail and he didn't, because the guy was compliant and he wasn't argumentative and he gave him his license. But let's go.
You have to suspect an emergency. There was no emergency, and you guys know that.
You're wrong?
You're wrong.
So you're saying the only time we can pull a car over is only for an emergency?
Yes. That's literally what you guys are for. You, if you don't have, I didn't get, if I'm not suspect for a crime, you don't have a right to pull me over.
I'm going to ask you in 3 seconds, can you identify yourself if you don't?
I'm not, because that's...
Right, cool. Turn over. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Hold it.
Can I at least call somebody for my daughter?
Nah, you want to do all of this? No. We're going to call DCF, and DCF is going to...
And you know I'm going to take you all to court, right?
Okay, everything is being recorded on body camera, okay?
Yeah, get my phone. Can you give her my phone so she can call? That's horrible. I cannot believe you guys are doing this.
We can't believe we have to do this.
Why would you have to do this? I have done nothing wrong, and you know that. There's no crime. I can see you arresting me for a crime. I have not committed one crime.
Okay, man.
trying to act like an adult, but you're not.
Oh my God. This is completely tyrannical.
Come over here, please.
Can I get my mother's phone so I can call my family members? Because we're trying to arrest my mother.
Yeah, she's done. We're not trying. She is arrested.
Okay, well, then I have a right to call someone to come and pick me up, right?
Yeah, we'll make sure you're in good hands.
Okay, so I'm going to go and call my sister and my brother and my father so he can come and pick me up. So can I go ahead and call get my mother's phone?
I'll have your mom's phone.
So
just hang tight. Yeah, just hang tight.
I know her password.
Hang tight, ma'am, okay? I know you're trying to act like an adult, but you're not. You're still a kid. All right, so act like a child and be respectful, okay?
Yeah,
I don't know what your mom has taught you, but she hasn't taught you respect, okay? So
I'm
just
not
relax.
trying to be disrespectful, and I apologize if you get that from me, but...
It's too late to apologize.
Okay, well then, I take my apology back if that's what you want, but I would like to call my father. Sir, I want to call my father.
Yep. You will call
Okay.
your father.
What was that? It's like her mother got arrested and her daughter just stepped in her place. And with the same attitude. Do we not teach our kids? Look, when the police come on the scene, you are no longer in control. You can't tell police what to do. And what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Oh my God. Her mother is setting her up for failure out here. Like, what in the world? It's like she just morphed into her mother. And they, like, what in the world? That is crazy. I guess so. Wow. She has her mother's attitude for sure. Yeah, but like he said, she was talking to him like she was his mama. Gracious. Exactly. Like, don't we just like today's kids are different. Okay, today's I don't know what, like, you know, I'm old, so back in my day, we used to listen to adults. Or at least I did. Adults I didn't even know. Okay, like I remember one time I was driving. I was riding my bike in like on one of the side streets that was in my neighborhood. And I was in the middle of the road driving. Why I keep saying driving? I was in the middle of the road riding my bike with no hands. Just pedaling away. No hands on the bike. This lady sitting on her porch. I've never seen her before in my life. Never. Before that day. Never saw her again after that. But she said, put your hands on that bike. I put my hands on the bike, on the handlebars. I didn't even know this lady. But she was an adult. I did what she said. And yeah, I got around the corner, took my hands back off but that don't mean nothing. At that time, at that moment when she said it, I didn't give her no bad talk. I just did it. The kids today are different. Because it's safe. You want your parent taken and you are on side of the road as a teen, and they won't let you call your other parent to pick you up. I will be mad too. Yeah. I can understand, being mad about that. I have no problem with her being upset about it. Yeah. I want to call. Yeah, I would be mad too if I'm in her shoes as a kid. I would be mad too. But there's a way to talk to people. There's a way to talk to adults, you know? And like I said, when that lady told me to put my hands on the handlebars of the bike, no, I didn't like her telling me that. Like, in my head, I'm like, why? I don't know you, lady, but I put my hands on the bike. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just, I don't know. It's just respect to me. Respect for adults. A lot of kids don't have that right now. And I don't know who to blame, you know. I don't know to blame the kids or to blame their parents, because the parents are responsible for how they are acting. So, my generation grew up and became parents, and I don't know, we like, you know, we grew up picking switches off the tree, you know, and we, and don't come in with no flimsy switch either, but that's how we grew up, and we don't want our kids to go through that. So we feel like we are like, we want to be their friends more than their parents. And it's just, when that happens, it's like, this is the attitude that the kid will show to adults. But we got to be parents. I've been talking for a long time. Let's go.
We're going to walk up to the car. When you walk with me, you're under arrest.
I don't want to leave my daughter by herself.
Ma'am, you should have given me your info. Now it's out of your hands. Okay? So do you want to give me your info?
Yes,
and then
I'll give you my info.
But you understand what you're doing is wrong, correct?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, walk. Walk with me. Keep walking.
This is so wrong. What's your name?
Thomas. I'm Detective Thomas. We're all detectives.
Okay. And you still haven't told me what I'm being arrested for.
I just told you.
What
Failure to
am I
identify,
being
ma'am.
arrested for? Failure to identify is not a crime.
Okay. Obstructing my investigation?
What investigation? Into what? What did I do wrong to be investigated?
No weapons or anything on you? Are those shorts underneath?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe you have me leaving my 10-year-old daughter with these
I don't
people.
have.
They are complete strangers.
Have a seat.
Like, this is so wrong.
You understand, us as adults, we have responsibilities, and
yes, we do.
Okay.
And you know your job. You know your job just like I do. Trust me.
Put your feet inside, man. Okay, so I'm gonna explain it to you from the beginning. Okay, we were there. I'm quite sure you saw us. All right, you were coming southbound on Douglas. Okay, when you came up to 3rd and Douglas, you didn't make a complete stop at the stop sign. While you were passing us, we saw that you had dark tint on your vehicle. Okay. Those are 2 traffic infractions that we have every right to pull you over for, okay? So, we do a traffic stop. You come to a stop here. My partner comes up to the car before he passes, as any good officer would. He asks you to let the back window down because it's dark and we can't see inside, okay? There's many instances where when officers walk up to cars, people shoot at an officer, shoot and kill him, okay? It does happen, all right? So my fellow detective, he asked you to do that. You say you didn't want to. So we ask you to get out of the car, which we have every right to. Okay? Also, it goes back to officer safety. We have no idea what's in the car. So you get out of the car, and I asked you to identify yourself. I explained the 2 infractions that we had to stop you, and you told me essentially that it's not an emergency, and therefore it's no investigation going on. Okay? So that, ma'am, is incorrect. It's a traffic stop. It's a lawful investigation. This is all being recorded on my body-worn camera, so therefore this is why you're in handcuffs. The reason you're in handcuffs is because you said you are not identifying yourself. And I explained to you, I said, if you don't identify yourself, you will be arrested. And you said, well, I'm not giving you my information. Okay? So from this point, so I placed you in handcuffs, and as of right now, you are under arrest, okay? So it's failed to identify or obstruction. Whichever route you want to go, that's the name of the charge, okay? So your daughter is here. Unfortunately, now DCF is going to have to get involved because you chose to do all of this stuff in front of your daughter, which is something that's not even necessary. Okay? So, do you wish to identify yourself now? If not, we're going to take you to the department. If we can't identify who you are, if the vehicle's not registered to you,
I'll identify myself, but under duress. So I'll identify myself because I don't want to leave my daughter here.
Okay, what do you mean by under duress?
Meaning I'm being forced to do this. So I'm going to identify myself.
This is a traffic stop. Have you been pulled over before? Have you been pulled over before?
I'm going to identify myself.
Have you been pulled over before?
Because I don't want to leave my daughter here by herself. So I'm going to go ahead and identify myself. If you're calling DCF on my child, why would I have to identify myself? That's not true. She definitely had on. She had on her seatbelt.
My body camera was on. We can review it.
Exactly.
What'd you say?
Come on, man. Like, this is,
What did you say?
Man. I said I don't want to leave her here. And why are you guys calling DCF if I'm telling you I'm identifying myself? If she's not...
Because you're being arrested. The chance for you identifying yourself has passed. Okay? You've committed that crime. It's already been done. And why are you concerned for your daughter now? Few minutes ago, I think he said, identify yourself or I don't want to arrest you in front of your daughter. If you don't identify yourself, I'm going to have to arrest you in front of your daughter, and I don't want to do that. You didn't think of your daughter then. You must have thought he was playing and joking, and this is a comedy act or something. This is real life. Don't take, the police officers' warnings as, BS. They mean it. They're not out here to play with you. They're not out here to play with you. I want to put this up there, Sandy. Sandy B said, man, I was so full of it. When I was younger, I just followed opinions of others. They may have meant well, but things got so bad until I finally received the Lord. Yes, sir, for that one. Yes, sir, for that one. Yeah, that's why I think in these situations, I need to blame the parents more than I blame the child for the child's attitude, because our parents are our first teachers, Parents are who we learn a lot of stuff from. So we are a representative of them. There's no kid out here yelling and cussing at adults and their parents are the most proper speaking law-abiding citizens. If there's a child out here acting crazy, using foul language, disrespecting adults or other people, kids in general, usually when you go to their house, their parent is just as disrespectful as they are. So I think we are, I think it's about blaming the parents because they're just copying what they see from the parents most of the time. She could avoid this whole situation. Yeah, man, I learned to respect authority at a young age. And I'm not gonna lie. Some of my encounters with the police, a couple of them should have been investigated because I wasn't treated fairly, One time I was parked in my car about to leave my apartment, and the police officers, 2 police cars pulled up, and they hopped out real quick, and they ran to talk to a group of kids that was in the porch of the house next door. one of the cop cars was directly behind me, so I couldn't get out. And my plan was to just, I don't want to go over there and tell him, hey, move your car. So I was just like, I'm going to sit here and wait until he's done, until they leave, and I can pull out. Fast forward a few minutes later, the cop came over to me, pulled me, got me out of the car, asked for my license, pulled me away from the car. No, that officer passed me off to officer number 2. Officer number 2 asked me to walk away from my car a little bit. I turn around, officer number 1 is searching my car. Yeah, this was 2007, 2008. So body cams are not on every police officer at this time, but me being courteous and respectful and just following what those 2 officers asked of me during that time allowed me to let them violate my rights, basically. But I believe, looking back on that day, if I would have made a fuss about all that stuff, they could have came up something to arrest me for. And at that time, there's no body cam, so it's their word against mine. Did they violate my rights? Yes. 100% yes. But I think being respectful kept me from getting in trouble, or kept them from making up trouble for me. You know what I mean? Now we have body cams. Let's say that same situation happened today, but now we have body cams. Now I have proof that they violated my rights. Even if I do what they say and don't have any pushback to it, I can still sue them for violating my rights. I don't have to be acting crazy on the scene to win a judgment for them violating my rights. You know, so I don't know. I know sometimes it's not easy just to allow the police to violate your rights and not say something in the moment. I know it's hard, but what I'm saying is you don't have to say something in order to win a case against them. You can still sue them afterwards. I've been talking for too long on this video, but I appreciate y'all being here. Okay. Letha May has joined us. Appreciate you coming in here, Letha May. I wouldn't want to put all this up there, but I can't figure out when the conversation started. Okay. There you go. I think I got it. Respect authority is such a fine line. I had a teacher in middle school make fun of the fact that I was gay in front of the entire class. What? What? That's gotta be like the one person you think wouldn't do that to you. That's the one person in the classroom you think, nah, they wouldn't. And then that, oh man, that's gotta suck. Because I know it just feels like now everybody's against me after that. Man, that's tough to go through. I know that's tough to go through. Man. Yeah. Yeah, because it feels like, I get that. And then while you feel like you messed up or you did something wrong, because, man, that sucks. I'm sorry about that. But Lord said that is what court is for. Yeah, you can't, like I tell you all the time, when you're on the scene with the police officer, you can complain all you want. You're going to lose the battle. 10 out of 10 times, you're going to lose the battle of, fighting or arguing with the police on the scene. Take it to court. That's the only place you have a chance. Let's try to get there with as few charges as possible. Let's go.
Being left here by herself, then am I being arrested?
Yes, ma'am. You are. That's why you're in handcuffs. That's why you're in the back of a car. That's why you're separated from your daughter. So if I'm being arrested
anyway, why would I identify myself?
Because you have to. If you don't, then you're just going to go to the Palm Beach County jail under Jane Doe, and you're going to stay in there until you tell them your name. I don't get it. Do you have a warrant or something?
No, I don't. I don't get it. I feel like because this is harassment.
How is this harassment? We have no idea who you are. Do you understand what harassment is?
Just like I don't know who you are either.
That's my point.
But I have rights. Just because you're a police officer does not mean you can just do whatever you want to do. And I know I didn't commit a crime.
Man, I don't understand how can I explain this to you any better?
Listen, I can understand I'm not a dummy. You understand? I studied law myself.
You're just misinformed.
No, I'm not misinformed.
You are, ma'am. I'm not lying to you. My body camera is recording.
I get it.
I'm trying to educate you.
This happens a lot, but I'm not trying to give you a problem, but I know I wasn't being a problem and for you guys to be doing all this.
You committed 2 infractions. Okay? Therefore, we conduct a traffic stop on a vehicle. When we conduct the traffic stop, driving is a privilege, okay? The driver is forced.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling. So that's another issue.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We see where we at now. I forgot who guessed that before we started this, but we see where we at. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. We see where we at now. Did the thing go out? Okay. But yeah, we see where we at now. It's 30 people in here. I appreciate y'all being in here. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. We see where we at. We see this SO citizen. Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know. Sovereign citizen. We see that. We see where we at now. We see where we at. No urinate. She's traveling to the jail. You got that right. Yep, she's a sovereign citizen. I don't know where we might have to Google where was this created? Who was the first dummy to put this out into the world? And all these other people just follow this cult. Cause that's what it is to me. Crazy, man. Let's go.
Alea, tell Nana to come and get my car, please.
The car is being towed.
Why would my car be towed? For what?
It works out that you're here because that would be able to hand your sister over to you. Unfortunately, your mom failed to identify herself in a lawful traffic stop and refused to over and over again, and she was subsequently arrested for failing to identify herself. So that's where we're at.
For what? I'm sorry.
Failing to identify yourself. You know, when we pull someone over, the person does not have the legal and lawful rights. How?
I'm so sorry.
So hold on a second. You didn't know that we have to identify the driver of a vehicle that's driving a car?
I heard or whatever,
Uh-huh.
but I never heard of somebody just getting arrested because they
Well, what happens if they say no? Do we just let them go for not give them a ticket?
warned
No.
or whatever.
Who are we warning?
That's
Who are we warning?
Like, basically, if you have any suspicions
No,
or anything like that.
Nope. I don't know who taught you that, but whoever taught you that just got your mom arrested.
Mom taught me that. Mom taught me that. Now we are a grown person. They didn't block her face out, so she's 18 plus. She's able to have her own mind at this point, and she's still following the teachings of her mother. Why are we setting our children up to fail? This young lady said, you pull somebody over and they don't identify themselves, you give them a warning. Like, what is... it's just, like, where's Daddy at? What's going on right now? What is going on? And she is huffing and puffing like she ran here from down the street. Oh my God. This is crazy. But let's go. Let's go.
I don't know, whatever, but she studies law.
Okay, well,
she knows more than me.
Well, she's going to jail. Just hang tight over here. We're not done yet. We'll hand her off to you. Do you have a driver's license on you?
Yes, I do. I could, can I also call? Well,
do you have your driver's license on you?
yeah, I do. I know, she's on the street. Hello?
Can I get my purse out of the car? They're gonna tow the car.
We'll relax. We'll get everything when we tell you it's okay to do so. Okay?
I don't really feel comfortable with
Okay,
the
well,
situation.
well, obviously, because your mother doesn't know how to act, so.
Can you write down her name and date of birth and stuff so I can give it to DCF, please? Thank you. Department of Children and Families, ma'am. Do you know who that is?
I'm not really know, but
Okay.
if you could explain it to me like in more depth.
I will. So basically, Department of Children and Families, anytime a parent or a child is involved, DCF comes and basically they'll do an investigation to ensure that the child is being treated fairly.
My mother treats me very well.
No, I understand that, but unfortunately, she's being arrested by us right now and in front of you, so we have to send this to DCF. It's making it a lot worse than what it really had to be. Okay?
Right, but I feel like there's no need for that.
We have to. It's protocol.
Wow.
So DCF, they'll come and they'll do their own investigation to ensure that you're not being neglected, etc.
I'm not.
They'll give you guys some some resources if you.
I don't see why that's needed if I'm telling you right now.
Okay. It's protocol, man.
What's your name? What's your name?
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out the problem here because
What is
I'm
your name?
fine right now. I don't really have a problem.
Yeah, but
so why would we need to contact you?
Because as of right now, you're by yourself, and we have to either take you to DCF or we have to find your parent or guardian because your mother is going to jail. So in order for us to turn you over to somebody else, we need to know your name and information so that we can find out who your father is and contact him.
I can give you my father's information if that's what you need.
Okay, he'll do that, but you don't want to give him your name?
Once
and
I
your
have my other
birthday?
parent here, like, I'd be more willing.
She's going to jail.
Yeah, but once I have my father here to be able to.
Okay, you
'Cause
just give
I'm a
him
child.
your dad's name and phone number, please.
Thank you.
I'm trying to find her name.
Are you going through my mother's stuff?
I am.
You have a warrant for that?
No, I don't need a warrant, ma'am. I'm inventorying the car so that I can ensure that nothing is stolen out of the car.
Oh, well, nothing is stolen. Like, we just
No, the car is being towed. So I'm making sure that nothing goes missing so that when your mom gets out of jail, everything is still here. That's what I'm doing. It's an inventory. It's not a search.
Okay.
Understood?
License no bueno, and there's a seat tag with it.
seize tag order, sir?
For the RO, and she's RO. License no good, and there's a seize tag order.
Is it her? Does it look like her? Yes.
Just once that you guys have a sergeant come out.
Okay.
I
You can do
feel
that.
like this is being handled right, and my daughter's still being left alone, and she has her.
Did you identify yourself?
I tried to, but he said I was being arrested.
No, you're still being arrested, but listen, so now we run into the problem that we can't hand your daughter over to someone in your, hold on, let me finish, to someone in your family, because we can't identify if these people are family members, because we don't know who you are. So it's our responsibility. So now we have to identify you, we have to identify your daughter, and we have to identify the person that we're going to hand your daughter over to, because that's all got to be put in a police report. Because if we just hand your daughter, or someone that you tell us is your daughter,
Okay, I'll identify myself because I want my daughter to be. She's never been through anything like this before.
well, she was very rude for never being through anything. She was very rude, very, very
Your
rude.
daughter probably would too. If you
No.
treat it like this,
No.
I guarantee you.
No.
would. But like I said, I want to identify myself so that she can be given to my daughter.
Okay.
Because I feel like
Do you have a driver's license inside the vehicle?
No.
No. Okay, give me a minute. I'll get some paper. Right, your stuff down.
Alright, ma'am. So, we ran the tag. The vehicle is coming back with a seize tag order. Okay. So I'm taking the tag. There's a seize tag order.
What is that?
It's basically when it's telling law enforcement pull you over and take the tag.
Why?
If the driver is the owner. So you're the driver. So we have a seize tag order. We're taking the tag. The vehicle is being towed. Okay. Do you want me to give are those your purses inside the car?
Right. But why is
It's-
it? What is that for?
Listen to me. Do you want me to give?
You know what it's for. Don't act like you don't know why you don't have a license. You know why you don't have a license. You know why you're going through all this. You know why. This is not a shock. You didn't wake up one morning and all of a sudden you got 15 traffic infractions that just popped on your record by surprise. You committed whatever traffic infractions, whatever the reason, your license got suspended, and now this tag, the car is in your name, and they put out an order that says, if you see her, if you come across this woman while she's driving this car, take the license plates off. So now they're taking the license plate and they towing your car. So for whatever reason, you don't have a license. You have to get that fixed before you can attempt to get this car out of impound. And if it takes long, the impound fees are going to be crazy. So there's a chance that that car is gone and you won't never see it again. And that sucks. That sucks. It might have been a lot easier to keep that car parked somewhere for a month in order to get yourself straight instead of driving it illegally. But let's go.
Give your purse, the house keys,
Yes,
or whatever.
yes, I do.
To who?
It doesn't matter, either one of them.
Anybody over here?
Whichever one of the two that came up here.
Okay.
You
What's
can
their
give it-
names?
Nylesia.
Okay. Do you want me to give them all the keys other than the car key?
Well, why are you taking the...
Because it's a seize tag order.
What is that? You're not explaining to me what it is. Like,
Seize tag order is a order from the government, from the state, that we are supposed to seize your tag and tow the vehicle. So therefore, your license is also suspended. It's been suspended many times in the past. Okay, so like when that happens, some way somehow, the state comes out with that order and they tell law enforcement to seize the tag. Therefore, it's kind of like so they can have you stop driving so that you can go to them and rectify whatever the issue is. Okay?
That is crazy.
Okay. So the purse and stuff, you want me to let them get whatever they want to get out of the car? Or just the purses?
Yeah, just tell them to take everything out of the car and yeah.
Also your husband, he's on his, or her father is on his way. Okay.
Did she identify herself?
Not give her name.
So you're not giving your name and information? Because DCF's going to figure it out.
What happened? That's fine.
Are you sure that's fine? You want her to go with DCF?
No, I'm talking about. You asked about her name?
Yes.
Just the name.
So funny. Why is it so funny? Why is this funny? Your mom's going to jail right now. Why is this funny? None of this is comedy.
All right. So as of right now, your mom, she's under arrest for felon to identify, so obstructing our traffic stop. All right. Also, driving while license suspended. So felony driving while license suspended. Okay. It's also a seized tag order. That's why we took the tag, because her license is not suspended. I mean, it is suspended. It's not valid. Okay. So as of right now, that's what she's going to jail for.
And that forces us to tow the vehicle because now there's no tag on it.
Okay.
A judge said that we have to take the tag.
And then, unfortunately, due to this happening in the presence of a minor and arrest, we have to forward this to DCF. Okay. So DCF will be notified, and yeah. Did any of my partners get the address for her? Okay, no problem. And yeah, me too. And I mean, hey, this could have just been a citation, and they could have been on their way, and they could have been released from here, and we would have just towed the car due to the seized tag order. However, the mom chose to. Okay. We are concerned about the child too. That's why we have to do this. We have to follow the procedure.
Calling DCF is being concerned about the child. Arresting the mother and pulling off shows no concern. Yeah, you didn't want them to call DCF. I get it. I understand it. But that is actually being concerned for the child. When the parent gets arrested with the child there. If they didn't care for the child, they would just put the mom in the back of the police car, took the keys, the tags, made the daughter step out the car, and then towed the car and left. That's somebody who doesn't care. This is weird, people. Sometimes our family is wrong. Sometimes your mom is wrong. Your mama. My mama is never wrong. Okay? I just want to say that for the record. But your mother sometimes is wrong. Is wrong. Your sister is wrong sometimes. Your aunt, your nephew, your uncle. Sometimes they wrong. It's off to club jail. Club jail. Yeah, everybody likes to go. Just volunteer. No, I still see I'm here. Did it reset for y'all? I'm still here, I think. Well, I still see myself. I don't why people choose to live in chaos. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Some people have a problem with authority, and their problem with authority sparks so much other problems for themselves. It's crazy. Okay, we back. Okay, because that was good. But I'm glad we connected over there, AJ. But let's go.
Well, no, we don't want to, man. That's why we're still here on scene. That's why we have her standing with her sisters waiting for Dad to come. At the end of the day, we're just trying to do our job. And we're trying to do it the right way.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna definitely take a look at the.
All right, you wanna get a pen and take my name down?
Is it a detective Thompson?
And
Thomas, Thomas. Can you hold the phone up? My ID?
Charges: failure to identify, obstructing, driving while license suspended. And, you know, they notify you. When they suspend your license, they notify you. Okay? I think, you know, when you don't show up to court, maybe they just rule and say license suspended and you don't know that. But you know you ain't show up to court. They told you about that court date, and you know you missed the court date, and you know there's consequences for, you know, whatever you did to have to go to court. So you have to call the court and say, I missed my court date. I'm trying to figure out what the outcome of my court case was. It's still on your responsibility to find out. You know, just know that. But yeah, follow the laws, man. There are laws. There are laws. Driving on a suspended license is against the law. Against the law. And unfortunately, it's people out there breaking that law every day, and it's a lot of them. And I'm glad they got one off the road, because if a driver with a suspended license causes an accident, the other person is basically screwed. And so we need as many of these people off the road as we can possibly get. Yeah, I mean, they think, look, there are some police officers out there who just be against you just to be against you. You know, there are some police officers out there who let their personal vendettas or personal what's the word I'm looking for? Their personal thoughts or whatever take over their judgment as a police officer. There are officers out there who are just shitty towards people for no reason other than their personal whatevers. But I still believe that most police officers are good police officers. I just have to believe that. I have to believe that. Because if I'm out here thinking every police officer is, you know, these corrupt police officers, man, it's going to cause trouble for me. I just have to. And, you know, if you knew my full stories dealing with the police, this would be a shock that I think that. Like, man, I told y'all the story earlier, but my first memory of a police officer walking up to a car is when I think I was 8 years old, something like that. No, I may have been 6 or 7, but I'm in the back seat riding with my grandfather. And I don't know what's going on, but we pull up to a light. It's a whole bunch of cars at that light. And a police officer just walks up to my grandfather's window and just fusses him completely out. The officer was mad because he said my granddad was in his way when he was on his way to an emergency. And I remember the conversation verbatim. My granddad said, I got over to the right like I was supposed to, but then you got over to the right behind me, so I thought you needed to get to the right, so I moved back over to the left. And the police officer was still enraged at him. And it's like a whole gang of cars at this light with us. And he told my granddad, when this light goes, you pull over to the right. I remember that like it happened yesterday. That was my first remembrance of a police officer walking up to a car. And the story I told y'all earlier, I've been pulled over multiple times for just simply looking at the police officer. Driving by looking, and I'm getting pulled over. They make up a reason. So many times, you would be surprised that I still believe that there are good police officers out there. But I have to believe that. Because if I don't, it's a terrible road on that other side. And what? Fun fact, I drove an expired license for nearly a year and a half. I didn't realize it expired in 2022. I didn't find out until 2023. I don't know if I believe that. I mean, there's a date. Well, I can't remember the last time I read my license. So maybe, but I just know my license expires in 2027. Okay. I got it in 2021, I think. But I know that it expires 2027 on my birthday. But the last time I actually physically looked at my license and read that, I can't tell you. Maybe when I got it. So, I mean, I can see how you maybe can forget. But I'm going to tell you, it's still not an excuse, okay? You still... you still, getting a ticket for driving on an expired license, all right? I couldn't get an appointment until my B-Day in 2024, so I had to start over again with the written and driving tests. Wow. Wow. Everybody have a, what is it? A real ID? You need that to travel now. Making sure all y'all got the real ID out there. Yeah, but I got my real ID like years ago when they first started talking about it. I think it was lucky because it expired, so I had to get one anyway. But yeah, I got the real ID back then. When I got my license in 1982, I got pulled over one time driving my mother's 1979 Caddy. Woo! 1979 Caddy in 1982. You was rolling. You was rolling. Inspired this shit. Yeah, I think in 2027 I might not even get a license again because what do you need? What do you need a car for? I know taking Ubers or Lyfts all the time is gonna be a lot, especially in 2027. But what do you need? Everything can come to you. You know, you only need a car. Well, I guess if you got kids and stuff, maybe that's, why you need a car is to take them places. But if you're just a single person alone, what do you need a car for? Everything can come to you. I want alcohol. It can be delivered. I want to purchase clothes. They can be delivered. If I need groceries, they can be delivered. Everything can be delivered. Anything you want to buy on Amazon, they can be delivered. If you're just a single person, what would you need a car for? Go out on dates. You can take a Uber or Lyft at that time. By that time they'll have Uber and Lyfts with nobody driving the car. They just I know too. I have a military ID, real ID can oh man. I do have had mine for years. Yeah, the real ID, I've had that. That's what we're talking about. I got the real ID. I forgot what year was that, but whatever it was kind of like the COVID years. I think it was 2021 because I had to make an appointment. And I remember having to stand outside, and the line was outside, and you had to wait to be ushered in. Okay. At this point, y'all, this is the point of the show where I am about to anyway, turn on the phone lines real quick. And I have a question that I came up with like literally 20 minutes before this show started. The real ID has a star on the ID in the top right hand corner, I think. It takes more proof of who you are, I think, to get a real ID. So you can travel. Because they're making it, you need that to travel. But they've said it for years, but they gave us years to get this real ID. And everybody's panicking now because of the deadline and people can't find appointments and all that. But they've said it for at least about 4 years that we're going to eventually need a real ID to travel. I don't know what's the difference technically between a real ID and a regular driver's license. But I guess it's the real ID confirms who you are even more. I have no idea. But I got a question for you guys right now. I know everybody here watching this is law-abiding citizens, okay? You all will never commit crimes in your life. I get it. I understand you. All right? But let's play hypothetical for a second, okay? Let's say you committed a crime. All right? Well, at least you were found guilty of one. Whether you committed it or not. You were found guilty of a crime, right? And the judge is going to give you 2 options for your punishment. All right? The first option is you can spend 4 years in a minimum security jail. 4 years in a minimum security jail where you have a couple of freedoms that a lot of people don't get. 4 years in a minimum security jail or 2 years in a maximum security prison. Which one would you pick? And if somebody wants to answer that, call that number. I will answer the phone possibly, and you can explain. You can tell us which one you would pick and why. 757-447-4471. First call of the night. Hello, who am I, or who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Chris Travers from the chat. So what was the first video of this live stream?
The first video, what was the first video? What was the first? Oh, the lady called 911 complaining about her AT&T bill.
Okay. So I would choose 4 years in jail and prison.
You would take, so it's either 2 years in the prison or 4 years in the jail.
2 years in the prison.
2 years in the prison?
Yeah.
Okay. You rather be locked down, because that's going to be like you locked in the cell 23 hours out of the day. You would rather do that than to have a little bit of freedom for 4 years.
Oh, wait, no, the other one. The other one.
So you rather go to prison over to jail?
No, jail. The shorter one. Is that the short one?
Yeah, the prison is 2 years. Prison is 2 years and jail is 4 years. So you rather go to prison for 2 years just to get it out of the way quicker?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, how many views did the popular video that made the channel reach 50K subs got?
Man, my two biggest videos as far as views are like there's nothing happening in in the videos. But the last video that took off was the man who pulled the shotgun on his 40-year-old son to try to get him out the bed in the morning. His son who doesn't have a job at 40. That video currently has over 100,000 views on it, and it's it brought me over 800 subscribers. So, but it's no action in it. It's nobody like acting crazy. So it's different than the rest of this stuff. But yeah, that's the video that's taking off right now.
How many people have screamed in body cam?
You said what?
How many people have screamed in body cams?
I don't even know. I don't even know why my phone won't work right now. Oh, we on live TV, and this app would not work right now. I don't even know, Chris. I might have to reset my phone. I don't even know. I gotta reset the phone, but I will answer that if I can.
Okay.
Why this won't work? I don't even know that off the top of my head, and this thing won't even. All right, Chris, I appreciate you calling. I'm gonna try to get this other person in here.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you, Chris. Hello, this is Derrick J. Who am I speaking with?
Jim Barr from YouTube.
How's it going? So you're going to answer the question for us. Would you rather spend 4 years in jail or 2 years in a maximum security prison?
I take the 4 years.
4 years in jail?
Yeah, because I take the 4 years. Because 2 years, that's maximum security. You be locked up 23 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's maximum security. You be locked up 23 hours a day. That's maximum security. You be locked up 23 hours a day. That's maximum security.
You might have to mute that that's behind you. It's
Yeah,
it's
I just did. I just heard that back.
It usually don't echo 4 times. So but yeah, you think because going through the maximum security will do a lot of damage to you mentally, even though it's only 2 years. But
yeah,
the mental damage is crazy.
Being locked up in an 8x10 cell, 8x10 to 23 hours a day will take its toll on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you be only left, and what was it? How they work it? You only let out for like what was it? 15 minutes to shower. What was it? I think like 15 minutes for outside, and I think like 30 minutes to eat. I think that's the way they got it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, and then back in your cell and whatnot, and how do they I don't know how they regulate their time in that cell and whatnot by drawing. They don't get no TV.
Mm-mm.
You know, all they do is read and draw and write letters. You know,
yeah.
Just like that. Case in point, Derek. Just like that. That Boston bomber. Those guys that bombed that Boston. That set off those bombs back there in Boston back in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Those two brothers. I was watching that movie last night, and those cops, they tracked them down.
Oh, you talking about
doing
the marathon? Boston Marathon?
During the marathon, yeah. They killed one brother, and they caught the other brother in the boat. Now, he I don't know if he's still living or not and whatnot, but he's in maximum lockup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One more question before I hang up.
All right.
Did I ever send you the video of the if I didn't, I'll send it to you. Did you ever get the video of the sheriff that got stopped, and he was so drunk that the deputies pulled him over, and when they pulled him over, the sheriff was so drunk, you can see he vomited on the side of his truck.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
I believe it's on the list.
I was hoping that you put that one up. I was looking at that, I said, oh, brother, a drunk sheriff.
Okay, I'm trying to look at the list now. You might just send it to me again just to make sure I got it. It might be in this list somewhere. But I'll be recording videos tomorrow, so I can add that. I can add that to make sure I record it tomorrow.
Somebody said that was a great video and whatnot. Somebody's seen it already.
Okay.
Somebody in the chat seen it already. All right, Derek. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you calling. Yeah, Letha May, you can call if you just want to send a message to everybody. Don't nobody care. Everybody got weird sounding voices. I got a weird sounding voice. All right? Everybody's voices, if everybody sounded the same and we all spoke like this, the world would be a weird place. Okay? If everybody just said, "Hi, how are you? I'm doing fine. How are you? I'm great. Are the kids, your kids doing okay? Yes, my kids are fine. The wife, yeah, the wife is, she be wifing and stuff like that. If everybody sounded the same, the world would be crazy. The world would be crazy. The world would be crazy. But yeah, you can call. Like, I put up a question for y'all to just give y'all something to talk about. If you have nothing to talk about, you can call in and answer the question. But if you want to just call and say, say, Derrick, that's why your hair can't grow on top. I I can grow hair around the side. That's what I'm saying. It just this one is just it don't go a lot. But if you wanted to tell me my nose big, it's okay. Just call. Hi, thank you for calling Derrick J Reacts call-in line where you can speak your mind and it don't cost a dime. Who am I speaking to?
Chris, is the line fixed?
You said what?
Is the thing... What happened? So, how many people have screamed on body cams?
You said how many people have seen our body cam?
No, how many people have screamed on body cam?
I mean, how many people have screamed on body cam?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about. I mean, all of them. I don't know how many people have screamed on body cams. Matter of fact, I thought you said something else previously. But now that I remember it, this channel currently has 991,324 lifetime views. So we are a little under 9,000 away from 1 million views on this channel for the life of the channel. It's crazy. But Chris, we're gonna let Letha May call in because she's been trying to call in. She wanted to call in last week.
Okay, all right.
But we're gonna let her call in.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, Letha May, this is your floor now. Get a toupee. I would look weird now, okay? I've been bald-headed. I shaved my head for the first time, I think, 2012. So 13 years now. So I look weird now with hair, Even if I found a way to grow my hair back and it's naturally coming out of my head, I would still look weird. I would still look weird. I'm gonna come in here with a toupee. Oh, that's gonna be funny. Come on. I might do that. Tell you the truth. 50,000. Somebody remind me. Write it down. 50,000 subscribers. I am going to get I'm gonna get a toupee and wear it. Okay. Somebody write that down and remind me when we get close. But yeah, 50,000 subscribers. I will get one and wear it during the live stream. Oh man. Thank you, Anna Brown. I appreciate it. We got a call. And I can't get to the button. Hi, thank you for calling Derrick J Reacts. Well, you can speak your mind and it don't cost a dime. Who am I speaking with?
This is Lisa.
Hi. You know, you can't, like, you gotta, like, I understand the nerves. All right. You know, I before YouTube, I used to do acting where I became comfortable with people hearing my voice. But before that, I remember calling into the radio station before I started acting, and hearing my own voice back was crazy and nervous. And you are going to create content on YouTube. So that is a hurdle you're going to have to get over. And I'm telling you that because I am here to help you, okay? Anytime you want to call in, let me know. And the more you do it, the more you let the world hear your voice, the easier it's going to be, all right? So, what?
Yeah, but I sound ugly and you sound good.
That's because that's what you think. I'm going to tell you something. What you think don't matter. And to be honest with you, when you're creating content, what you think does not matter. You know, like I said before, the two videos that have done the most on this channel, have had the most views, are nowhere near my best videos, in my opinion. But my opinion does not matter. It only matters what the people think. And the people think those are my best two videos. So that's all that matters. You know, what you think does not matter. It's what the
sound
people
like a
think.
man, though.
You said what?
I sound like a man.
You sound like a what?
A man. See, you guys
Says
can't even
who?
understand what I'm saying. That's why I don't call in.
No. I understood you, but I just said what because I couldn't believe what you said. You know, you don't sound like a man at all. I don't know where you hear man voice. This is not.
Oh, I hear it.
Huh?
I can hear it.
Danielle said the girliest man I ever heard. It's not, there's no, if this is a man, I'm just telling you, if I picked up the phone and you said in your voice that your name was Tyrone, I would have hung up. Because this is nowhere near a man voice. This is nowhere near a man voice. Audrey says you sound so cute. Like I said, it don't matter when it comes to creating content. It really doesn't matter what you think. Everybody in the crowd right now is saying you don't sound like a man. So you definitely don't sound like a man. You don't.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone because I don't have family anymore. Everybody has died except for my daughter, and you guys have become my new family.
Yeah, we are, praying for your daughter. We're praying for you. I know, tell everybody to go to your channel because you have been, recording videos and going live and posting everything. So that is a way we can keep up to date with what's going on. Other than, Saturday when we get updates from you. So, I will be staying tuned in, for sure.
Okay. I'm going to hang up now.
Okay. All right. Talk to you next week. All right. Talk to you next week.
Wait, my daughter wants to say thank you to everyone.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Thank you for everything.
You are so very welcome. So very welcome.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
Okay. Talk to you next week. Next
You
week.
too, bye.
Next week.
Yes.
All right. Man, this is a real family here. Okay. This is not, if this is your first time here, which I think everybody that's here, this is not your first time, but if you're watching this on the replay, this is family here, you know, and we are a family that tells you the truth. All right. If one of y'all call in one day and I'm gonna flip it. Let's say you're you're a male and you call in and you say, hold that thought. Hello, thank you for calling Derrick J Reacts, where you can speak your mind. It don't cost you a dime. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, this is Pizza Hut.
This is who?
This is Pizza Hut, man. No, just kidding. This is Chris, man. What's up?
I was about to say Chris Pizza Hut. This is Domino's. Did you want to call in to answer the question, or did you have something else to talk about?
Oh, man. I just want to leave her to know she has a good voice. Stick with it, sweetie. I mean, we're all here, man. We're all here for you. So, you know, be you. That's all you can do is be you.
Yep. That is for sure.
We're praying for you, so. I am, anyway. I pray for everybody every night before I go to bed, even though I'm a big giant pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But no, I pick number 2, man. If I had to, screw that. Put me away for 23 hours a day. I do not care. I don't want to be around anybody that would be a threat to me personally.
Yeah.
Because I have like a physical disability, so like it's like an eye thing. So if somebody was to screw with me, I'd rather be like away from everybody. That's me.
Okay. Okay, yeah, man. It's a hard decision. Like, part of me wants to just get it out of the way and do the 2 years instead of 4, but then I know sometimes, like, you know, it can affect you mentally heavier to where it feels like you're still in there even after you're out. So it's a hard decision.
Well, it also depends on the psychology of the person too, and who they are. How much can that person take? Me personally, I feel more comfortable away from a general population of people.
Yeah.
Because then I wouldn't have to worry about watching my ass as much. But you know, I think.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I don't think there's like, what am I trying to say?
Or, hey, there's always option C, like I said in the chat. Don't be there. Mr. Miyagi, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always the best option. Don't be there. In the first place.
Yeah. Okay, AJ said.
I'm going to get off of here, man.
Yeah, AJ,
I'm
you can
enjoying
call
the
now.
show, so I'm going to let some other people get on here.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for calling, Chris. Appreciate it.
No, man. No problem. Love y'all. Take it easy in the chat.
All right. Yeah, AJ, he beat you to it. Chris May just called, beat you to it a little bit. You can call now, though. What was I saying? What was I saying before? I said, hold that thought. I was saying something about something. I can't remember. Somebody let me know what I was talking about. If you want to speak your mind, this is the place to do it. Who am I speaking with?
It's Canada calling. It's AJ. How are you, Derrick?
I am doing great on this Saturday night. How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. I look forward to Saturday.
Yeah, me too. So did you said you wanted to spend the 2 years in prison or the 4 years in jail?
4 years in jail.
4 years in jail.
I think you'd have less chance of meeting Big Bubba in jail, right?
I don't know, well, it depends on if you have, because in a maximum security, you're locked down for 23 hours out of the day, but
oh yeah,
you might have a cellmate in there with you 23 hours a day. Because we all been looking at that as if you're in there alone, but you might have somebody else in there with you. So, I don't know.
So do I just sweet talk them, keep them on my good side?
if you just so happen to be in the cell with Big Bubba, I mean, I guess, you's the unluckiest person in there. Cause he only got you to be in there with, but I don't know. It's a lot. It's a hard decision. I was thinking about it earlier, and I was like, that's a hard, like, it's a hard decision for me because I know the mental game of being locked up 23 hours a day is crazy. But.
And I guess the other question is, are they going to give you protection?
If you called for help, would somebody come help you?
Yeah.
Man, I might pick jail for 4 years. Because even if they do come and help, they taking their sweet time.
Yeah. Maybe food's better in jail?
Maybe what?
Food is better in jail?
I would guess so. Because I think they care about those people more.
Yeah.
I would think so.
So I think it is stacking up for jail instead of prison.
Yeah, because
and locked down 23 hours. Oh my God, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, when I thought of this, I was thinking jail is kind of like the jail in Orange is the New Black. Or the maximum security prison. I might go to jail for 4 years. Because that. But then, if I chose jail for 4 years at like my 2-year anniversary, I would be upset that I still had 2 more years to go. Where I could be out right now.
Don't a lot of states, I know I'm obviously Canadian, but don't a lot of states have, if you're good behavior, you can do 3/4 of your sentence or whatever?
Yeah.
So maybe you'd get out early.
Yeah, but that'll be the same thing for jail as well. You would get out early.
Yeah.
So that's still what, a year and a half versus.
Yeah.
Versus like 3 years, something like that.
It is an interesting question.
Yeah. So it's.
But I think the lockdown for me, I don't think I could handle being locked down. That would drive me bananas.
Yeah. And that's a decision you'd have to make beforehand. So I don't even know if I could handle that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know.
Did you want to talk about anything else? Anything else on your mind?
I'm glad Lisa May called in.
Yeah, me too.
That was so nice.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause when I do my sound off every night, I stop looking at the chat and I just every live stream night. At the end, I just stop looking at the chat and go off on that long speech I give at the end. But after I end the live stream, I go and look through the comments, and one of the comment she left last week during that was she wanted to call in. So she is the reason we're having a call in segment right now. So I'm glad she called in as well, because I wouldn't have done it if I didn't see her comment last week.
Yeah.
Shut up, phone.
Oh, is that someone trying to call?
No, that was my
that's
my
your
cell
phone.
making noise.
I was going to say something else. And I'm proud made a good point about doing a group Zoom call.
A group
I
Zoom
think that'd be
call.
pretty cool.
Yeah. We I have to set that up somehow. But that might be, we might have to schedule it like before we go live one day. Like one Saturday.
Oh yeah, people are in
like,
different time zones, and yeah.
So one Saturday at like, I guess around like 7 p.m. Eastern, one Saturday.
Yeah.
We could do that. And then talk on Zoom for like an hour or so. And then we go right into the regular live stream at 8:25. That might
that'd be cool.
Be something we could do, yeah.
Well, I don't know if anybody else wants to give a call in, but I don't want to take up too much time. So.
All right, I appreciate you calling in.
For sure.
All right, I'll talk to you next time.
Okay, have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Right. That's right. The Discord is in, link to the Discord is in. Does it still work though? Hold on. Trying to see does it still work. What is going on? Because when you create a Discord link, you the link is invalid. Discord is crazy. But let me get a link for y'all. But Discord lets you pick when, before you create a Discord link, it'll let you pick when it expires. And then there's an option that says it never expires. And you pick that option, the never expire option, but it still will expire. It is crazy. Discord is weird like that. But now I don't even know where to get the freaking link from. I don't even know where to get the link from. I'm just going crazy right now. Somebody help me out. When I got time to think and stuff, I find this stuff very easily. But right now, I cannot find how to get the Discord link. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Okay, this Discord link is only functioning for 7 days. So today is May 10th, 2025. So if you watching this after May 17th, that Discord link will not work. So like I like to keep the same link in every video description, but even when you say not to expire, it still expires. It's crazy. It has to be an actual group if it's over 10 people. Like a voice channel. I think we have a voice channel. Right? We have, yeah, voice channel general. It's a voice channel that's general, and we can go in there. I think everybody has to put like, I think you can go on video on that channel. Yeah, so we'll figure it out and make a time for that. But yeah, we do have a voice channel on the Discord. But for everybody who want to join the Discord, you can do that. That is in the live chat right now. And matter of fact, I will also put that link in the comment section of the video or of this live stream as well. So if you're watching on the replay, you can click it. It's in the comment section, and you can go to the Discord that way as well. I've got so many windows open on this daggone computer that I can't even get to nothing that I want to get to.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I said the word computer. I forgot that was her name. But man, this was a fun night tonight. I appreciate all of y'all calling in. Right now I'm trying to get to pull up the live stream so I could put that link in the comments while I have it copied. I appreciate all of y'all calling in. I appreciate all of y'all. Oh, I can't put it in the comments right now, can I? There is no comment section yet. Oh, duh. But, man, y'all support for me is like out of this world. Let me get this stuff off the screen. Y'all support for me is out of this world. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. I apologize. Okay, I turned the phone off. Okay, we're clear. I love weed. Appreciate the super chat. 420 super chat. It's like the 420 super chat goes exactly. It's like you can give nothing else. You're not allowed to give nothing else but the 420 super chat. I appreciate it. I love weed. And Letha May, member for 5 months. That's a long time. That's a long time. I appreciate all your support, Letha May. All you do for this channel. Man, you are an inspiration. Really. Somebody who is going through something right now that most people would fold and hide, but you are still willing to come outside, basically. You know what I mean? You're still willing to communicate with others. You're still able to um, be around others, talk, laugh, and have a good time. And um, that's you're a strong person. Cause weak person would fade and would fold under those circumstances. So don't let nobody tell you you're not a strong person. Cause you are proving you are a strong person right now. And thank you for all you do for this channel. And man, it really means a lot to me. Really means a lot to me. Like I tell y'all a lot, man, I am only 42% of this channel. You all make up the other 58%. Right now, our subscriber count is, let me get the right exact number. Right now we have 5,363 subscribers. So that means we actually gained 42 subscribers so far today. Yeah, because we started out with 21. Now it's 42. I mean, now it's 63. Every time that number goes up, it's because of you all. You know, like, if y'all know how YouTube works, when you publish a video, the first people who see it are the people who continuously come back and watch your content. You know, the people who spend hours with you every week, which everybody in this live chat spends hours with me every week. So when I publish a video, you all are the first people that YouTube sends the video to. So if you all don't watch, if you all don't comment, if you all just swipe away notifications, YouTube will automatically say that video must suck. Because these people who spend hours looking at this guy's content don't want to watch that video. So YouTube will say the video sucks and we're not going to show it to anybody else. But when you all watch, when you all comment, when you all like, YouTube says that video must be good. Let's show it to other people. So everything starts with you all. When I gave y'all 58% control of this channel, that is real. That number, subscriber number, does not go up without you. Without you, it does not go up. It does not. So, that number is not only my number, it's yours as well. It's yours as well. Because y'all don't know how much power you have. You could literally destroy a channel if you want to. The subscribers could get together and literally destroy a channel just by not watching. That's all they have to do. So, yeah, you all are building this, or helping me, assisting me in building this. And I am so thankful for this community. I am so blessed for this family. And, having a successful YouTube community is something I wanted since 2012. And it's finally here, and every day I wake up, I'm so excited. Every day I wake up, the first thing I do is look at how many subscribers I gained overnight. I may have to start using the bathroom first, but I'll be looking at that on the way to the bathroom. thank y'all for everything, man. It's been a blast. Another Saturday night, fun night. And to be honest with you, I'm about to go do something I shouldn't do. I'm about to eat a bowl of spaghetti. It's 11 p.m. at night over here. And I'm about to eat spaghetti. I'll see y'all next week, man.